It is time to decide what type we're going to be using against the normal and fairy type specialist, Harmony. So let's hope we get something good. Come on, Steel. Give me Steel. Ghost and Fire. It might sound counterintuitive, but I'm actually going to go Ghost because we just got the Mega Stone for our starter, which means we'll have a powerful Mega Charizard on our side during this, which is just going to be fantastic.
What's going on, YouTube? My name is the Hero, and welcome back to my Pokemon Insurgence Type Switcher Nuzlocke, episode 4, this time using Ghost types, which means we get to have our super cool Delta Charizard, now with its Mega Stone. And yeah, I guess I didn't need to specify that. I keep forgetting that I'm going to tack on the TikTok intro, but it's fine. If you do end up liking this episode, be sure to consider liking and or subscribing, as that will help me out a huge bunch. And also consider answering the comment question, which for this time, I didn't think of one beforehand, but ghosts make me think of Halloween, which is my favorite holiday. So let me know what your favorite holiday is down in the comments. And with that, I think it's time we go and get our next encounter, which we should be able to get just by walking into these people's house and interacting with the TV, if I remember correctly. Get on TV. What? Okay, I need to pause real quick and go double check something. Okay, that took a lot longer than expected. Yeah, so if you didn't know, Rotom has a random chance to appear anytime you... Hopefully this isn't gonna cause me any issues. Anytime you interact with the TV, it'll match your highest level Pokemon. So, okay, we have another chance. We're not gonna heal. I don't really think there'd be much point in it. This thing cannot have a high catch rate. It's goddamn Rotom. Okay, yeah, you do that, Rotom. Just get in the ball so I can move on. Oh my god. Ugh. This is starting to piss me off now. Especially, I just want to do like a big, like basically encounter party. You can still throw Pokeballs at Pokemon as substitute, I think, right? Yeah, fine. Oh my god, get in the ball, you stupid thing! I have other Pokemon to get, and it took me way too long to find you. Thank you. I'm naming this thing Rebel. I do that with every Pokemon that's a pain in the ass to fight. That's maybe a bit risky since Omnis Wind would have taken it down, but like, so yeah, it's a good thing to have, Rotom here. We won't be able to change its nature during this episode because, or we won't be able to change its form because then it would stop being a ghost type, but it's still nice to have. Gives us another Pokemon, especially because a lot of our encounters are going to be pretty low level, so that's going to be fun. But yeah, I am gonna just real quick go on basically an encounter smorgasbord. I don't know if that's the right use of that term, but it's a fun word. And yeah, encounter montage, begin. Alright, we are back, and I wanted to pop back in for a second to give a quick team update, as I've got all of the Pokemon we caught during the catching montage, all leveled up. So we have Reaper, mostly the same. I replaced Return for Flame Charge because I wanted the ability, actually, just reorder this a bit. I wanted the ability to set up some speed. I know we have Shadow Sneak, but I feel like being able to set up speed for our stronger moves might be better and might let us delete Shadow Sneak on Reaper. I'm going to leave it on for now, but we'll see if I end up deleting it later. If Reaper ended up learning something like Nasty Plot, oh yeah. Then we have Double, who has evolved, knowing fittingly Double Hit, Shadow Punch, Fake Out, and Curse. Not a perfect moveset, but I'll need some TMs to make it any better, as this thing is above the level where it learns any more moves. Weirdly, this would have learned Nasty Plot, but even with its attack lowering nature, its attack is way better. So hopefully this thing will do us some good. It was a pain in the ass to... Well, actually, no, it wasn't the biggest... Yeah, it wasn't the hardest to fight. I was just misremembering. It's been a minute since I recorded the montage. Then we got Spectre, probably our second best mon, running Shadow Ball, Venoshock, Curse, and Confuse Ray. Definitely some improvements we could make here, but I think I need to pick up some more TMs for that. But yeah, this thing's going to be really good. It's going to hit like a truck and just move super fast. Absolutely looking forward to using a Gengar. Then we have got Rebel, who was actually the biggest pain in the butt to fight. I had Shockwave on it for the longest time, and I might swap back to that if Electro Ball doesn't end up going out. Really looking forward to having Substitute on this thing. If we can get another Leftovers, that'll be fantastic on this. I gotta remember... Oh yeah, I got my first one from the Float Soul back in... No, that's not Town. The town with the trainer school. Then we have Gremlin. This is probably the Pokemon that'll get removed from the team just because it's our weakest, even though it only has one weakness. It's got the Amulet coin now because I was doing it... I was doing some Youngster Joey grinding, and if I give it the Amulet coin, I get twice the money from that to then go use on the much more efficient Autono grinding. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this thing's moveset at the moment. Definitely could still be improved. I wish this had Prankster instead of Kenai, which is what it does have. But other than that, it's going perfectly fine. It's not a horrible moveset. And then this is the one I might end up regretting. We have Orphan here, the Trevenant, running Leech Seed, Will-O-Wisp, Curse, and Protect with the Leftovers. I am hoping to just stall out any difficult battles with this thing. Sure, I could teach it some physical attacking moves to make use of its probably, I think kind of, yeah, really good physical attack, but stall strats. I don't think you guys are, yeah, I'm sure you guys are seeing the vision. And I also wanted to come back on to make what might be a bit of a controversial change, which is... Where is it at? I'm switching to easy difficulty because I looked ahead at some of the fights we have to do, and I forgot we had to do the start of the stuff with the Abyssal Cult in this episode. And if I stay on normal difficulty, I have to deal with a fucking multi-scale Lugia. Alright, sorry. Had to go help my mom with something. But, like I was saying, I quite frankly just don't want to deal with a multi-scale Lugia. I think there was also another Pokemon on the leader's team that had multi-scale as well. And she's already got a Mega Crawdont. It's a Dark type, would have been hard to deal with. So yeah, easy mode. Just giving me a little bit more of a mental break. But other than that, I think we go ahead with the team. We're technically a little bit underleveled, but not horribly so. I think our next big thing will be a rival fight, which means a fight with a legendary and a mega, so woohoo. But we do have our own mega Pokemon now, so it shouldn't be as bad. So yeah, I will be back when it is time for that. Alright, it is rival fight time. Now we could fight either I almost said Damien or Nora here. We're definitely going with Nora, because I think between her Doublade, Celebi, and the rest of her team, I think she's the better... I think we just have better answers to her. So she leads with her Doublade, which is Iron Defense, Power Trick, Night Slash, and Iron Head. So I think if we go with Gremlin as our lead... Yeah, something about a prophecy. Again, it's actually really set up. I really like this game. But this isn't about the story. This is about the challenge. So... we definitely want to fight Nora. What the... Okay. So she's going to lead Doublade. I've gotten my team to be even with hers at 48. So she can't do as much to Gremlin as she could to anyone else. So I think, well, I was wrong. Okay, that puts us in a much rougher spot, but rough spots call for Orc. Who, as long as he can tank... Okay, I did not think it would go Night Slash. Go for a Protect, just to make sure that with the recovery, we should hopefully tank another Night Slash, and we can hit this thing with a Will-O-Wisp. Oh! Okay! Okay, just barely. We definitely need to switch, because even with its attack being crippled, it's still gonna hit us very hard. I'm thinking given the rest of our team, it might... No. I think we go into double here. Okay, yeah. And we disabled Iron Head, and I think we'll just take it out with a... No. Okay, there was still a threat, I think, of a crit there, which I think would have bypassed the burn. Okay. She brings in Floette. Thankfully, we've got Spectre with Venoshock, which can just easily take this thing out, almost certainly. Really? I did not think it was spot. Nora, what are you doing? Okay, so she's bringing in her Flygon. Now, this thing could potentially be a threat, but I'm hoping Reaper will be able to take it out, take it out with the Dragon Pulse after Mega Evolving. Only thing I worry about is if it outspeeds and hits us harder. And it outspeeds because it Mega Evolved first. Okay, this could be a problem. But we're fine. I think we take another... It's Bug Dragon now. I think we just send it and go for another Dragon Pulse. What the... Nora, what are you doing? Oh, I should have used Flame Charge to make sure that we could have outsped. That was a misplay. We try to... We could bring in somebody else to hit it, but our team's actually a bit roughed up. Does this thing still have a ground move? Okay, so it doesn't have any ground moves, which means that a good portion of our team is actually... Its moveset is Hyper Beam, Dragon Claw, Dragon Rush, Uproar. So a good portion, all of our teamers is half her moves. It's just who's gonna tank. Okay, so I think we go into Rebel then. Rebel will tank a... Oh, but we've only got an Ominous Wind to really this thing. It should be fine. It's not fine. I think we just heal. This thing is fast! What?! Oh, come on, Nora! It's fine. We've got Shadow Sneak. Let's just take it out, but... I wanted to keep Rebel, because now I need to figure out something else for electric coverage. I can't do anything to flying types now. And yeah, Celebi's a clean takeout. I really do think her Flygon was the bigger threat there. Simply because it was super effective against our super effective Pokemon. Fuck you, Nora. Well, I guess, you know, what I think is the worst part is just the fact that Rotom took the most time to encounter. And now it's dead. Okay, but we do get a encounter in this library. It's actually all ghost types, so whatever we run into first is going to be our encounter. The death box is filling up. I don't like that. I actually think Gremlin will be a pretty good Pokemon to lead with. for getting an encounter. So I'm gonna go pause, find the encounter. I don't think there's any trainers we'll have to deal with, but I think there is some stuff in the proper library before we get to like the haunted part. So I will be back once we have our encounter. Alright, we are back, and we've got our encounter. I always forget to click on it after I pause. Very fittingly, a Litwick. Now, I don't think we can actually hit this thing, so I'm hoping its catch rate will be low enough for us to just, yeah, do that. Honestly, this is what I was hoping to encounter. It's a little bit low level, we'll definitely need to go grind it up, and I think I need to go backtrack to pick up a Dusk Stone. But, we're literally gonna name you, or we'll just name you Wisp. Because the little fire on its head looks like a wisp. Oh, or no. I know Willow. Is it literally just Will-O-Wisps? Oh, come on! Bad nature, and why does it know Memento? Yeah, definitely gonna need to make some improvements to this thing's moveset and get it leveled up. So I'm gonna go do that, and then we'll finish the stuff in the library. I think we have a boss fight at the end of this. Alright, we are back. I've got Wisp here all trained up. Not fully, because I actually, despite me wanting this as our encounter, given its nature, and that I don't think it's gonna get Flamethrower in this, I actually think this was the worst encounter we could have gotten, as much as it was the one I personally wanted, because I love Litwick. Especially since we lost Rotom, which is going to make Audrey's team a lot harder to deal with. But we're running Flame Burst, Hex, Curse, and Shockwave. At the moment, hopefully I'll be able to get it Shadow Ball at some point, although Hex actually isn't all that bad if we use Wisp following Orphan, because Orphan can set up the Will-O-Wisp. Aside from that, there's no real big team changes. Reaper's now level 50, which I think, or at least I'm hoping, will let it just immediately sweep through the battle against the Oracle we have to do. Their entire team is Ghost and Psychic, so I'm hoping we just Mega Evolve Reaper and Shadow Ball sweep. Especially because I don't think the Oracle has a Mega on easy mode. I can't quite see because that part of the wiki's getting blocked off by the actual gameplay, and I don't want to pause right now. Something about the prophecy. Yeah, you're the Oracle of Delphox, but you're actually not because you're lying, and it's a really cool plot twist. Again, I love this game's story. I just wish maybe I'll do like a series of just playing through this normally, so I can give it. Did I use up? Did I forget to heal? Well, hopefully it's fine. Now, this is technically a double-edged sword because their Dark and Ghost-type moves will also be powered up by the Night Sky that we summoned, but I'm hoping that's fine. Again, hopefully Reaper's just gonna Shadow Ball sweep. Bayonet, Shadow Ball. Okay, that was the Pokemon we share a level with. I actually think Aegislash might be the big threat. I guess it depends on whether or not it goes for King's Shield first turn, but it doesn't have any held items, and it actually doesn't have a ghost type move. So it can only hit us with Aerial Ace, which definitely can't one-shot us. So I think this is just going to be a clean sweep. Oh, hey, Wisp leveled up. I think the biggest concern with Aegislash is actually just the fact that it probably King's Shield's first turn, but that'll only trigger if we go for a physical move. So I think we just Shadow Ball into dies like I did in King's Shield. It might have been going for a Swords Dance. Okay, I was recording that fight because I thought it might have been something, but instead I just showed off how busted Reaper is and how hopefully he'll just carry us through everything. Not to say that the rest of our team's lacking. I'm actually really happy with our Ghost-type team at the moment overall. The only fight I'm super worried about is Audrey, because even without multi-scale, her Lugia is going to be a big threat, and she still has her Mega Crawdaunt, which is a Dark type, and we don't have our Electric type anymore. And I don't think we have to fight the Darkrai cult in this episode. No, yeah, because she's not Harmony's sister. She's another character's sister. At least I think. I'll have to double check, but I'm pretty sure we fight the gym leader before we do anything else with the Darkrai cult. And she would be a big threat if we ended up having to fight her in this episode. But I think we're going to be fine. So I'm going to go ahead and pause again, and I will be back, I think, when it's time to do all the stuff with the Abyssal Cult. Alright. We are back, and it's time to probably wipe against Audrey. I don't know what to lead against her lantern with. I guess we'll lead with Spectre. Just because it's got some survivability of its own. But yeah, so quick team update before we probably just wipe. Spectre, we've got the risky move and, you know, desperate times, desperate measures move. Other than that, not much changes. I got the whole team up to 63 before I started venturing in here and dodged most of the cultists because I wasn't sure which one had. I know there's one with Crawdaunt and another one with a Greninja, and I didn't want to fight them. Double, I taught Thunder Wave to. I thought with Fake Out and by giving it the King's Rock instead of the Amulet Coin that I... Or no. No, someone still has the Amulet Coin. I don't remember what Double had before. But I figured giving it the King's Rock to increase, to make it be able to potentially flinch with everything, could save our ass. Reaper, I got him to 53, then gave him 2 rare candies, the only 2 that we had, because Reaper is our best Pokemon. Maybe Spectre could also be kind of put in that spot, but I feel like Reaper and his movesets and his Mega Evolution gives us the best chance. The only risk is if we bring in Reaper and Mega Evolve it before Crawdaunt. Crawdaunt's Dark moves are also going to be boosted, which is dangerous. So hopefully Audrey brings in Crawdaunt before she brings in her Kingdra, because I'm definitely going to want to Mega Evolve against the Kingdra. Gremlin, same. Orphan, I taught Woodhammer to in place of Curse. Yes, it kind of breaks up our stall strategy, but I figure Leftovers, Leech Seed, Woodhammer could be really handy, and the recoil from Woodhammer is going to be less than the HP we pay for Curse. So I think it's just the safer option for if we're bringing Orphan in when we're in a bad spot, is to bring it in, set up a Will-O-Wisp, hopefully against the Crawdaunt we're able to pull that off. Then we Leech Seed it, and between like Protect and Leech Seed, hopefully we're just Protect, Leftovers, and Leech Seed. Hopefully we're able to outlast the Crawdaunt and get in some hits with Woodhammer. I honestly am most scared of her Mega Crawdaunt. And then Wisp, I went ahead and evolved after I taught it Shadow Ball, so it's got a good stab move. This is about as good as Wisp is gonna get until we can get the Flamethrower TM. So I'm gonna do a nervous heal, or save, and hopefully we don't just wipe here. Let's do this. We're technically higher level than her whole team. Not by much, but hopefully by enough. Yeah, Lugia. At least this isn't the fight with her with Lugia and the Kyogre. I love this game, but it is so much more stressful than Nuzlocke it, and that's kind of sad. But like, I can't just be like, okay, I'm not gonna Nuzlocke anymore. We're just gonna like put in level caps and see if I can beat it without going over. Because the save file isn't a hard-coded Nuzlocke. I would have to turn off the game every time a Pokemon died to be able to not lose a Pokemon if they faint now. Yeah, well, I had to walk into this trap, Audrey, because for some damn reason, I can't get the Poké-Flute and go past the Snorlax blocking the cave without beating you first. I would love to just leave. I don't want to fight you. Okay. She leads Lantern. Shadow Ball. Didn't do as much as I hoped, but I think we outdamaged it because of our recovery. We'll leave Spectre lower than I would have liked, but Spectre's also probably our fastest Pokemon. Okay. Swampert. Oh, that's another Pokemon I actually forgot about. Orphan's our best bet, but I don't want Orphan damaged for the Crawdaunt. We'll bring in Double, because with Double we've got the guaranteed flinch with Fake Out, and then come on. No, don't be missing now. Okay, wait, but it'll probably go for Earthquake again, which means we can bring in Spectre. No, we can't. Oh my god. Swampert, what are you doing, man? You're supposed to be my friend. You're my second favorite Pokemon. Don't stress me out, buddy. Come on, buddy. You gotta help me here. I don't want to heal stall, but I'm kind of in the... See, this is just how good Swampert is. It's the Pokemon causing me to heal stall. Buddy, you're supposed to be helping me here. I guess it's help. No! Swampert, what are you doing? I needed that. Why did you have to crit? Oh, Swampert. Why did it have to be Swampert that took out my second best Pokemon? I'm in a bad spot. Oh. Oh, come on, Swampert. I do want to run an experiment with it now, though. God, we're losing Gremlin too? I'm not gonna have any Pokemon left for the gym. I'm gonna wipe. Why is her team so cracked? I think we go for the Thunder Wave just in case. Oh, we disabled the Hydro Pump. That is huge. I think we just have to Hyper Potion again. God, if this was a hardcore Nuzlocke, I'd be screwed. Because I'm already over the level cap. I'm healing, and I'm still having to heal. Oh my god. What do I do now? It's just gonna go for knockoff and kill double. Ludicolo, you are my new favorite Pokemon. That's an exaggeration, but still. Oh, the Kingdra, come on. I'm getting my ass handed to me already, and you're bringing in... Can Reaper take this thing down without Mega Evolving? Because I don't want to have the darkness set up when I bring in Orphan. Reaper, I am putting my foot in the line. I need you to just kill this thing in one Dragon Pulse without Mega Evolving. We're gonna have to lose a Pokemon going against Kingdra. Because we're gonna need to heal. Orphan, I need you to land the Will-O-Wisp. I need you to survive and land the Will-O-Wisp. I'm gonna lose. I don't know if there's any way I make it past this thing now. The team is broken and damaged. And I just... Not like this. We'll send and hope it's enough. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Well, that's it, I guess. I hate that. Why did it have to go like that, man? Ghost was the perfect counter for the gym, but because I forgot that we fought Audrey, we lost completely. And the worst part is, I am almost certain that if we hadn't lost Rotom, with it being able to get off a stab electric ball on that being paralyzed because of... I mean, I don't know if I would have given double Thunder Wave. Maybe I still would have. But if we had, and if we still had this Rotom, we could have won. I feel like we could have. But it is all over now. I don't want this to be the end of the series. I think we do start back over with a fresh new type, start over from square one. But that is the end of attempt 1. Like I said, I don't want this to be the end, but like, I can't in good consciousness just continue now. So, I guess that is the very disappointing end of this video, guys. I still hope you guys enjoyed, despite the fact that we did lose the Nuzlocke in this episode. I'm gonna take some time, maybe make some different episodes before I come back to this series. We made it pretty far. I wish we could have gotten to the gym leader, but we will be back, and we will try again, and we will have our revenge. But until next time, I was gonna do the one day at a time outro. Until next time, always remember, Hail Gerald.